Hello everyone, it's Crystal from Beautifully Broken Crafts Hauls and More again with another a craft or two a day to keep the stress away. I only have, well, I guess you could call it two. I'm not necessarily sure. We'll see. So in this DIY, I am going to make me a little kissing booth stand. So I took two of the wooden Dollar Tree trays and two of the Dollar Tree wooden boxes that you can get with a lid on it. And they usually have like an animal cutout on the lid. And I'm just going to sand down the base of those llama boxes because mine had llamas printed in them. So I just set the lids to the side and sand down the trays because sometimes Dollar Tree's wood products are a little splintery. So I'm just giving these all a quick sand down, and then I am going to cover all four pieces with the white Waverly chalk paint. I only did like 1.5 coats for that. Once I finish painting those and those dried, I am going to glue these together. So the first thing I'm doing is taking the two trays and I'm gluing them side by side with some of the Dollar Tree wood glue. And I'm also using the hot glue as well for an instant hold. That way the wood glue has time to set up, but at least everything will be stuck together with the hot glue. And then I'm going to line up the little boxes that I painted. And I'm going to wood glue and hot glue combination again, these to the center of the bottom of those trays once they're stuck together. Now that the stand is all created with those two boxes and two trays, I'm going to take this kissing booth sign I had purchased from the Dollar Tree. I'm just taking the price tag off the back of it, and I will remove that ribbon hanger as well and just toss that aside because I'm not going to need it. And I'm going to use two wooden dowels that were in a pack from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to hot glue them to the back of this sign. And I'm just using a little bit of ribbon on each dowel rod once I glue them down to make sure they're securely in place. So I just used hot glue for this portion. I didn't use the wood glue for this part. Now I'm going to take that sign that I just glued to the dowel rods, and I am going to glue the other end of the dowel rods into the trays that you see here. And I just used a little bit of hot glue on the back of the dowel rods on each side, and I held that in until the glue set up. And then to fill the holes where I had pulled the ribbon hanger from, I'm going to use, oh wait, I guess I'm not doing that yet. My bad, you guys. Oh, I took this pom-pom garland also from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to drape it in 2 little swags across the front of this and just tacked it down with hot glue in each part where I wanted it to meet the trays at. I didn't count the little pom-poms or anything like that. I just eyeballed it. Here you see me take my paintbrush out of that cup of water, and I'm just using a little bit of white paint that was left on that paintbrush that's watered down, so to give it like a whitewash on the dowel rods, just so it blended in a little better, but I didn't want them to be a solid white like the tray and boxes are. And this is the part where I take the thumbtacks. I just took 2 of my gold thumbtacks that I had on hand, and I'm going to hot glue those into the holes where the ribbon was originally at. And then once that hot glue sets up, I'm going to turn this back around and use my black paint marker to paint those black. That way it's not so shiny. Now I'm just filling these trays with some of the Valentine's Day candy I had on hand, so I used 4 boxes of Conversation Hearts, 2 that are in the Smarties flavor, and then 2 of the originals. I had 4 little mini boxes of the Valentine's Day Nerds left on hand because I had given Peyton the other ones, and then I had a bag of Ciclets in the Valentine's Day colors also on hand that I just filled these trays with. And after I do this, you guys will see me use one of the wooden cutout stickers that says Kiss Me, and I'm going to use my red paint marker to paint that red. And then I will use one of the paint glitter wooden heart stickers from both from Dollar Tree, and I will stick those on the front of this little booth. Now you see me with this little black chalkboard easel I had on hand from Dollar Tree, and with my Cricut machine I just printed out the title of this is Kissing Booth, and then it says types and prices. So we're going to list different types of kisses and the prices for each of them. You don't need to have a Cricut to do this. You can handwrite it, trace it, use a stencil, all that good stuff, rub on transfers. I just use my Cricut because it's easier for me and more of a time saver as well. So here I am just using my little squeegee to transfer that little sticker down onto the easel. And then I'm going to use this little tool I have. It has like a little ball point at the end on each end, one skinnier than the other. And because there wasn't a cents sign on my Cricut, all I did was cut out a C, and then I'm going to use that little tool to put the lines through the C's. And then I also use that tool to put little dots from the word to the price. And you guys will see a close-up of it in the finished product. And here are both all completed, sitting on my bar cart, or it's actually a baker's rack, but I use it as a bar cart, so this is the top shelf of it. And I did add some of the lips clothespins, excuse me, that you can also get from Dollar Tree. I put one on the kissing booth sign there, as you can see, and then I put two up on the kissing booth sign at the top of the booth, one on each end of it, just for a little extraness. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments, if you guys like this one, if you guys are going to try recreating it and all that good stuff. I hope you guys come back, and I hope you guys subscribe and stick around to be part of this crazy family. I love you all so much for taking time out of your day. Make sure to hit that notification bell also, and give this video a thumbs up.